this course, and on this course I'm going to be teaching you supply and demand. So I'm not going to go too deep. I'm just going to make it simple for you guys to understand. So I want you guys to understand that supply and demand means two different things, right? And supply means, okay, let me just make an example for you guys to understand this. So supply and demand, when there is too much supply, there is always a decrease in price of any particular goods. Like when there is too much production, the quantity is now getting too much, the price of every product tends to reduce, right, or drop. And when there is too much demand of a particular product, what is going to happen? It's going to cause an increase in price of that particular product, right? So the same thing on the chart. So what we have to look out for on the chart is just very simple, right? We want to look out for where price has dropped, right? When we want to mark out our supply zones, we want to check out where price has dropped before, right? And not just drop, is it breaking any low? That is the question. So looking at my chart now, watch me. The way we mark out supply and demand is looking at this area now. We see that the price dropped from this point. Can you see? Taking out this low here, right? It took out this low. So where do you think is our demand? Sorry, where do you think is our supply here? This is our supply. For you to mark this supply, you are going to use this last bullish candle from this wick of this last bullish candle to the top of this long bearish candle. That is going to be our supply zone. Make sure it's exactly on it. And how do we trade this thing? We trade it by using limit orders, sell limit and buy limit. That is how we trade supply and demand. Once you have to set your limit on this particular zone, once the price can tap into it, then it should automatically start selling and put your stop loss just above this zone. That is the way they trade supply and demand. I actually trade it, but it takes time. If you want to really make good amount of money trading supply and demand, you have to be you really need to chill most of the times. Trust me, you really need to wait for a long time, 2 days, 4 days, sometimes a month. You can't, if you see any trade, trust me, you're going to murder it. Trust me, that's the way it works. And this is this one here. Unless if you want to be scalping, of scalping is it comes with higher risk. And take a look at this long bearish move to this side. Can you see this massive drop? Take a look at the candles. It's just very straight. There is no too much indecision candle. Everything just went straight down before this indecision candle started coming up. And here we have another supply zone. So what am I trying to tell you? Whenever you're in a downtrend, be marking out your supply. That is what you have to be doing. Whenever you're in a downtrend, mark out your supply. And don't forget that supply zone can switch to demand level. If price break above it and retest on it, it has turned to demand just like that. So let's continue marking. Let's check for areas where price has dropped before. I think here is another one. Here is a very good one here from this area to this point. You just want to take that last candle that was formed before that long bearish move to the downside. That is what you want to mark out. This one is not actually clean, so that is it. So let's take a look at our charts now. What do you think is currently happening here? This is where markets change structure to the upside and still continued and failed to break this low. Take a look at this bullish move to the upside. It's just smooth, like all the way to this upside. There's no much indecision candle. The bullish candle was nice. So what you have to do is to mark out the high and low of that last bearish candle. You can see that the market still came back to it, tapped into it, then pushed all the way to the upside. Where did it tap? On our supply zone. Take a look at this nice tap, then sold off to the downside. You might think that this sell is just very small. Take a look at this. Calculate this all the way to this downside. This is 703 points, right? So if you are risking $1, you're making $703. If you are risking $10 on this trade, you should be making $7,034. So you can see the way price break above it. What happened next? It stabbed inside our what? Supply that turned to demand level and started pushing all the way to the upside. And when it gets to this area, what happened? I just want you guys to know that whenever price gets to demand or supply level, there is always a reaction. There's always a reaction, and this reaction can give you a good amount of profit. And this is 536 points, right? So this thing works. It really works. It really works. And not just you drawing it this way, you can still scale down to the lower time frame to refine these zones. But when you're drawing it, use the 4 hours to draw it and go to the 15 minutes, 30 minutes to refine them to make your stop loss a little bit tight. And that is it. And you can see the way price came to this area at the same time, sold all the way to the downside. How many points was that? This is from here to here is 680 points. Then price break above, retested this, started pushing up again continuously like that. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell you that whenever you're in a downtrend, look for supply and demand levels. Sorry, whenever you're in a downtrend, look for only supply, and whenever you're in an uptrend, look for only demand, right? And this is it. I am going to delete everything on this chart now to still draw our demand levels. So demand levels is opposite of what we discussed, opposite of what we talked about on the supply. We want to look out for where price has rallied all the way to the upside without much bearish, indecision candles or bullish indecision candle like that. We just want to see price, this aggressive move. That's what we want to see. Aggressive move. That's what we want to see only. Once you see that, mark out the demand level that was given at this down part. You can see this area, it left this bearish candle here. You can see this, it just came exactly to tap into it, then pushed all the way to the upside. And the next one again, let's mark out this one. This is actually nice. Take a look at this. This is not a good one for me, but this one is good because there's long bullish candle here. You can see it yourself. Can you see that? So I just marked out this bearish candle here before this long bullish candle to the upside, and as you can see, it is still kept going all the way to the upside. And look at this one here. After this bearish candle, take a look at this massive move, taking out this high that is resting here. If you marked it out, you could have made a good amount of money straight away. So you can see what happened. It came here, traded below, still tested, then pushed all the way to the upside. And we have another one here. This is more like a morning star, if I'm correct. This is more like a morning star. You can see this nice push to the upside. So all these things, just be marking it out. You'll be getting price reacting to these zones. I'm not even joking, guys. Like, it really works. It really works. All these things are the things you really need to check out for. And we also have types of supply and demand actually, but to be using this one is the majorly used. It's the mainly used. Take a look at the ones we marked out at the back side. Do you see this? Price still came to these levels, tapping into them, reacting, buying all the way to the upside. You can see it yourself. This is 1,000, almost 900 points. 1,900 points from this area, and you can still see this one here. Look at this massive drop to the downside. Take a look at this and just see it here. If you mark it out as well, use your limit as I told you. So this is it. You can see that all of these things, like, it really works. 9 out of 10 on US30 is guaranteed. It's guaranteed on US30. Trading with supply and demand is guaranteed on US30. I said it. It's guaranteed most of the time. Yes, most of the time. Just that it doesn't happen every day. That's just it. It doesn't happen every day. But if you keep doing it, trust me, you keep making money. Sorry. So this is the end of this video. I think you should be able to at least get the whole, concept by now. So this is the way it just works. All this level keep working, and it never stop working. I'm telling you, it just never stop working. And as I was saying, all of these levels, they work. They work. You really need to just identify them. That's all. Because it's very, very hard to identify. That's another issue there. It's very hard to identify, right? So this is the end of this video, and please I want to advise you guys, please, if you are watching this video, your success is in your hands. In forex trading, it's in your hands. I cannot be sending you signals and you'll be profitable. You get? Because most of you in this group, you're always quiet, nobody's talking, nobody's ready. Listen, man, for you to be profitable, you need to work. You need to really help yourself. US30 is very volatile, and I can't send you signals all the time. I can only send you highlights. That is it. I can't just come and say buy US30 now, put your TP here. It's very, very volatile. Within 1 minute, you can run 50 points, 100 points, 250 points. So for you to be profitable in trading US30, you really need to work. I can't do it for you. I cannot, but I can only give you the knowledge I have. I cannot help you. I cannot help you. You guys need to. You really need to. If you have not been doing all of this, if you have not been active on the group, please try to be. You will learn one or two things. You learn one or two things because you paid money for it. Do you want it? I don't just know, but your success in trading relies on you. Relies on you. Stop going from one Telegram group or from one mentorship to another. It cannot help you. It cannot help you. It cannot. You are the one to help yourself by listening to one person, using the same thing that one person has been using to make money. Try to bring out your own version out of those ones. Simple. So guys, please, you guys should be very, very serious. When this trading can change your, I don't even know what to say to you guys. Like, everybody just have their own life to live, because everybody just gets angry at me because I'm saying all of these things. If you want to see results in forex trading, you need to work. If you want to see results, you really need to work. That is it. So I don't know what to say to you guys, but choose one of this trading strategy and start using. None is bad. None is bad. And all of these zones, just take a look at it. Come to your chart. The way I taught you now, I expect all of you to come to your chart. Look for demand levels, supply levels, mark them all out, or support and resistance areas, mark them all out, and wait for price to react to it. And be sending in your analysis at least for correction. But nobody is doing it. Nobody is doing it. This is all I can send for you. If I have this kind of outlook, this is where I'll send it to you. Yes, if price gets to it, I sell. You get, because sometimes price will just under 1 minute, you can see a very massive move to the downside, of which I can't. For me to send you the signal alone, it might have pushed over 50 points, 100 points. And where do you now want to enter the trade? I don't send late signals to people. If I have any signal, I can't send you late signals for the trades that you can just enter and be in a very massive drawdown, and you just call my name and tell me that I don't know how to trade this one, that. No, I don't like that. I don't do that. So that is it, guys. Like, you guys really need to work, and I'm teaching you these things. It really pains me that most of you here are not always active. Nothing. Everybody is just quiet. I don't know what you expect me to do for you. I don't know. You expect me to trade for you. You have to push the button yourself. So guys, this is the end of this video, and we'll see you on the next one.